back in here with another video, y'all. Hope everybody doing good, everybody doing well. Yeah, I see we went a little bit earlier today. Gonna be a quick live. Got a little bad weather out here. Hope everybody doing good though. I'm doing good. Of course, y'all see we out here working again, long hours, being tired, been on the run, working for like the last 2, 3 weeks straight every day, 12 plus hours. So new to the channel, this is what I do. Check out the content. Appreciate my members for being members. Road to 3K on the way. Appreciate everybody for the participation. So, like I said, hopefully we'll be back to regularly scheduled programming next week. Hopefully, I have some video game content for y'all. If y'all haven't checked out my skits, man, check my skits out, man. Appreciate it. Thank you, and have a good night at work. Thank you for coming through. Hope you're having a good day. You probably gotta um, unsubscribe, subscribe back, and cut your post notification bell on, and my notifications of me going live should start coming back up on your channel. So if you do that, that should work. After you do that, that was the last tip I remember doing, and they started working for people that I wasn't getting that notifications to. So yeah, yeah, I just figured I'd go a little bit earlier than usual for the most part, but it's actually raining out here, so and I'm glad that I'm actually getting off a little bit earlier today because we've been working long hours the last like 3 weeks, so it's good for the body definitely to get at least 2 days off early. So I definitely appreciate it. But like I said about the title, man, working long hours, being tired of all that, this, that, and the third. A lot of people, I don't put my business on the internet like that. So, a lot of people, what I do, what I do. So, of course, it's legal. But other than that, a lot of people know I usually I work long, crazy hours and all that stuff. So, yeah, I be working long, crazy hours, 10s, 12s, 15s, 16s, 24s, 38s, 32s, you know, in a couple of days. We ain't talking about weekly, we're talking about in a couple of days. So yeah, this some much needed getting off early, well rest. So I'm definitely glad. Tomorrow I'll be tasked doing something as long hours. Yeah, if you go back and look at like a couple of videos like 4 years ago or 3 years ago, maybe 5 years ago. I think I got a couple of work videos up of me at work late night or long hours or whatever. Oh yeah, I definitely will. But see, I'm so used to working. I'm so used to working like this, like these hours and stuff like that. It's like when I be off, my body be off, but my mind still be uh, focused on doing other things that I couldn't do when I was at work, and all that kind of stuff. So it's like I'm off the clock, but mind wise, mentally, I still be thinking and feeling like I have tasks to complete, which I do sometimes, but most of the time I've gotten a little better now. I try to rest now because I used to go to work, get out of work, cut the grass, wash the car, all that. I used to do all that, but I'm learning as I get older. Uh, I don't need to pressure my body like that. I need to just take it, slow at a time. do a task here, do a task tomorrow, but I'm so used to working at fast paced and on call and all that kind of stuff. It's basically like my hours are like kind of close to like it's a long time since like 2007. So yeah, I've been doing this long. So yeah, I've been in this field almost you could say since out of high school, really. Yeah, nice scripture. I know about that. Yeah, nice scripture. I believe in Jesus Christ, but we not gonna get into all that on the channel though. But thank you for the scripture. But yeah, so it's kind of like when you off, and you really never, especially being a parent and stuff like that too. You never really off work because it's always a task at hand. But um, yeah, I just try to get the time in. When I get the time in, handle things and handle stuff that I can get done and stuff while I'm off, all that kind of stuff. And then when I do get some rest, I try to get some rest. Like, see, you hear the last uh, 2 3 weeks straight long hours. So y'all know I usually only go live between 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time and 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And sometimes I might push 8, but most of the time I try to stay consistent with my time just because of YouTube and the algorithm. And the algorithm time that works pretty good with me is usually like 8 or better. But I can't stream at that time and then be trying to get up and go to work at the no, I ain't gonna can't do that. That's good, on YouTube end, but I gotta go when I can go live. So y'all hear the rain. So y'all definitely hear the rain raining. But yeah, for the most part, yeah, this, work. You grown. Every grown person, man or woman, should definitely, have some type of job. And in the world these days, it doesn't even really matter about what your job is, man. It's about just having a job in the world these days. You don't even have to have a certain job. It's good to have, the job you want or whatever the case is. But nowadays, stuff's so hard in the world now, you need a regular job. It don't even matter what the job is, you need a regular job. Just for the simple fact, a job, even if it is at McDonald's or Burger King or something like that, whatever, you need a job, period. Time's too hard. They were just talking about tonight in my state, tonight, 12 a.m., the gas taxes or whatever going to go back up. So I guess they've been suspended for, I guess, a month, couple of months, whatever. So now they talking about when they suspend it and the suspension goes off back into effect, the gas is gonna go back up to 33 cents a gallon. So y'all been paying attention to the news and stuff like that, man. It's getting crazy. Then basically how it is going on in the world, man. If you're not rich or you don't have a partner or a backbone or something like that helping you, or you don't make a decent amount of money, it's basically just hard to survive anyway. Even if you are saving, yeah, you might be saving, but who wants to live paycheck to paycheck, or who wants to live every other paycheck, and it's not. A lot of it is not by our choice. It's really based on, you know, the economy. We don't choose. A lot of us don't choose to live paycheck to paycheck. I mean, I know a lot of people aren't. Uh, what's the word? Uh, I can't think of the word exactly, but managing money or managing finances. Yeah, a lot of people not good at managing finances and stuff like that. But at the same time, managing your finances or not, what's going on all over the world, if you're not rich or you know what I'm saying, you and when I mean rich, I mean like a couple of hundred thousands, couple of millions, stuff like that. Basically, it's like we like one paycheck from getting swamped in. You know what I'm saying? That's basically how it is. So it don't matter what you're saving unless you just out here like no kids and you don't have no what up, Merrick? Unless you don't have no responsibilities or something like that. You don't have no responsibilities, then yeah, you living great in this time in the world now, even when stuff is high and low, you living great without no responsibilities. So you got responsibilities, man. Everything you feeling mothers, fathers, new fathers, new mothers, everybody feeling it because everything is just uh is outrageous. Prices, crime, man, everything is just crazy. But it's the world we live in, and this is what we got to deal with for the most part. It's a little, all we can do is uh, wake up, pray, stay out the way, and hope for the best. That's all we really can do. What's up? I'm doing good, Mary. I'm doing good. You ready for the World Cup? Couple of what week and a half away or something like that. Almost here. But yeah, you basically, man, it's hard managing anything if you're not rich like that, or you don't have a couple of hundred thousands of dollars and stuff like that. It's like how I look at it. This is how I look at it. Oh yeah, this is this is how I look at it. Period. Besides the person or whatever having bad financial literacy or something like that, if you go to work every day, and I'm not speaking on me. I'm just speaking on in general. The rich people, they ain't having this problem. These regular people problems like me, small YouTuber people, stuff like that, or regular everyday people that get up and go to work every day. It's no way in the world that we should be at work every day, unless this only applies to the people that have bad financial literacy. This only applies to them. It's no way in the world anybody should go to work every day and work over. I ain't gonna say 40 hours, because 40 hours that's no money. 40 hours is no money. So we've well been over that. 40 hours a week is no money. It's not. They try to make it and put it out there like it's some money. Working 40 hours a week is not any money. That's just enough to get you by the hump, and really not even that. So 40 hours a week is not any money unless you just make uh 30, $40, 50 dollars an hour. Then yeah, that's some money. But you making anything under $30 an hour, you making anything under $30 an hour, 40 hours is not enough money to survive. Week period. Like I said, if you're making under $30 an hour, People might say, "Oh yeah, you can manage, but you barely being able to do stuff barely. Like, yeah, you can manage. I'm not saying you can't manage and do nothing, but you barely making it over the hump with 40 hours, barely. Like, and I'm talking about barely. What up? What up? What up, everybody that's coming in? What up? What up? What up? You barely making it over the hump with 40 hours at any job, barely. Unless you making over $30 an hour. If you don't make over $30 an hour, you are pushing it to survive almost. Pushing it. Especially whatever else you might have going on in life, or you know what I'm saying, bills, this, that, and the third. So no, or like I said, only way you making it or really doing good in life like that is if you don't have no responsibilities. Now, if you don't have no responsibilities and if you don't have no responsibilities and you making that kind of money or whatever the case is, then yeah, you probably doing real good with no responsibilities. But other than that, nah, that's kind of hard to believe, especially if you're making anything under $20 an hour. That's definitely not a uh, nah. So you got to know most people just know most people know their limitations, and most people know you know the things to do and not to do, and most people live above their means, and most people can live above their means, or they still struggling a little bit. But most of the time, nah, it's hard. It's hard everywhere in general. It don't even matter. So having good financial literacy is key, especially in the world these days. Especially like investing and stuff like that. It's like you get older, you learn a lot of things that you wish you kind of knew when you were younger. But if somebody ever tell you they don't have no problems, or they don't stress a little bit, or they don't have headaches, or they don't think about certain things, this, that, and the third, then they haven't really had to deal with life. They don't have nothing going on like that too tough uh, in life like that for them to, for them to be able to, speak on things. And a lot of things you can speak on because you witnessed it one time. Nah, you can't witness, or you can't tell people you know this or you know that, or you've been around this, or whatever the case is, if you never witnessed it. Like, a lot of people try to do that too. Like, you can't tell me how hard it is to struggle and sacrifice if you never sacrifice. Like, come on, man. You can't tell me that. You probably think you can probably hit and talk around it, but nah, you can't break down the science and tell me like, hey, um, he did this, and this, and yeah, if you make this work, and you join this, or you drop a couple of $100 here, I can make you rich in 2-3 weeks, or whatever the case is. Nah, it's too much. It's too much scamming and stuff like that, and going to jail with them kind of risks like that. Like, ain't nothing wrong with taking certain risks, but sometimes you got to make sure you're taking the right risks. But I don't knock nobody who do it the way they want to do it, or don't do it the way I'm doing it. I'm just saying, you sign up for it. You know what the outcome is. You know what the outcome is. I'm just a younger uh, black guy, just a younger black guy trying to, you know what I'm saying, entrepreneur myself, out of working for a company. That's all. Want to work for myself. You know, I wanna sit back and I wanna sit back and make the money and stuff that I've made companies and stuff like that. I want to be in that position to see how it feels. So I always look at it like, if I can do it, I mean, if they can do it off of me, I can do it for myself, and we don't have to be necessarily doing the same exact task. You know, I want to be in that. I want to be in that. I want to be in that boat and be able to say, hey, I made such and such $1 million, such and such, blase, blase. Well, dang, now I done made myself $1 million. So this is how it feels to make your own money and have, you know what I'm saying, you know, this is how I feel to make your own million for yourself. I want to be in that position. I don't want to keep working for somebody the rest of my life, or, you know what I'm saying, being in that boat to you making them money, and then at the end of the day, all you can say is, well, that's good too. The objects that I'm getting ready to say, that's good too. You got a paid off car and paid off house. That's good. You need those. That's good too. But I want to be able to say that I benefited more than that from going to work. You know what I'm saying? Like kids, college, and all that stuff. Yeah, that's cool too. But I want to be able to go deeper than that. Like say, hey, I work for this company, such such or whatever, and I was able to buy a house, buy a car, open up my own business. My business is doing good. You know what I'm saying? All that kind of stuff. I want to be in that. I want to be in that position. I don't want to work for somebody the rest of my life, and I don't want to work for somebody until I leave this earth either. You're gonna have to do something, but I want to work for myself. Yeah, you still got to put the grind in, and still got to put the grind in and do all that. You still got to do the groundwork. Don't get it twisted. Still got to do groundwork. All that. Nothing comes overnight unless it's whatever. But you still got to do a little work. But hey, like I said, what I did in 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, 5 years, 6 years, 10 years, 20 years. A lot of people probably have never did their whole life. I've worked hard. I've worked hard in 6 months, or 4, 5, 6 months, or a year. And some people probably don't work their whole life. And I got proof. Not me saying it. I can show you paperwork that behind it. I ain't just saying, oh yeah, I think I worked out more hours than a lot of people and everybody in the world. Now I got mine in proof. You know what I'm saying? So just coming on here, look, quick live, little talk. On here, told y'all I was probably gonna do this the rest of this week. So you know what I'm saying? Appreciate everybody that came through. Appreciate y'all for watching. Y'all make sure y'all come back, hit that thumbs up button, come back and watch the live. Like I told y'all, this is not usual regular time that I go live, but I figured I got some time, and I got out work earlier than usual, so I figured I'd go ahead and give me a quick live in. So I appreciate everybody for coming through, man. Y'all already know what time it is, man. It's your boy Kale Universe. Love the brothers to the real, hate the fakers to the fake, y'all. I catch y'all on the next one.